All right, come here, my lovely lady. Today we are comparing the 9270 Dura Ace versus the Sram Red AXS. My wife's got the Sram Red AXS on her Amonda. I got the 9270 on my Amonda. And if you haven't seen the other video that I did where I compared the 9270 versus the 9170, we got an interesting contraption set up today to compare the two. My wife is a vital part of this. That's why she's here, and I'm gonna show you the setup right now. Don't make fun of me. Here we go. I have both bikes on the stands beside each other, and I have the pedals tied together with an aluminum piece there. That way I can pedal them at the same rate. And then we have two GoPros set up, pointed at the cassettes. And I'm gonna do some slow-mo footage to see how they shift, to see the speed, and we'll maybe be able to see some accuracy too. My wife's gonna pedal and I'm gonna shift. I'm gonna start at the top of the cassette and I'm gonna hold both buttons and go right down to the bottom. Then we're gonna go back up, and then I'm gonna try shift bursts, 3 bursts, 4 bursts, 2 bursts, and try to mimic out on the road. We're gonna go up and down the cassette a few times. I'll capture it in slow motion to make sure you guys can see exactly what's going on. And then after, I'm gonna give you my thoughts, because I've ridden the SRAM group set on my bike. I've had probably about 10,000 kilometers on it, and obviously I've ridden a lot on the 9270. So I know there's things I like about both and things I dislike about both, and I'm gonna tell you those at the end of the video. But now, let's get shifting. My beautiful wife is gonna get down on the ground there and pedal the bikes for us. Why don't you
demonstrate?
Give us a demo, please, honey.
My little cave.
Yeah. Other way, other way.
No, we're going backwards, are we?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, I think that looks good. We're gonna go start from the top and go right to the bottom. Hold on, I gotta put you in big ring. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Holding the button. That was friggin' close. Going back up, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I can't believe that. Okay, let's do 3. 1, 2, 3. Three more. 1, 2, 3. All right, now we're gonna go to the top of the cassette as fast as we can, and I'm just gonna press the button. I'm just gonna press it 12 times, and we're gonna see from 12 presses, I'm gonna press it as fast as I can and go right to the top of the cassette. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Holy! Okay, let's do the same thing going down. This will be the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh! All right, I think we're good. Boom! How was that? Holy cow. You know what I'd like to do? You think we could do front derailleur now?
Love is in the air, everywhere I look around.
Like big ring, little ring?
Yeah. The only question is, how do we get this camera there? All right, the way we're gonna shift the front at the same time is I got these blips and I've hooked them up to the shifters on the SRAM, so I can hopefully I can do this in one hand while I hit the front derailleur on the other hand. So let's do this. We got my little guy here in the background. All right, hold on. We need to be in the top of the cassette. I'm gonna go, we're at the bottom, so we're gonna shift up 4 gears. So let's go up one more, 5th gear. We're in the 5th gear on the back. Let's do a test here. We'll drop down. Okay, drop down. 3, 2, 1. Let's go up. Okay, it's working. Let's do some fast ones. Okay, 3, 2, 1, down. Back up. Now we're gonna go down, up real quick, as fast as I can. Down, up. Down, up. One more time. As fast as I can. Down, up. All right, I think we got it.
I think mine's the winner.
Before I talk about the 2 group sets and like what I noticed the difference, we got to talk about the mustache. Not my mustache, but the mustache. And I've been watching a lot of Narcos Mexico recently, watching all the characters in the show, like this guy El Chapo, and there's another character, probably one of my favorite characters in the show. I'll put a picture of him up. But this guy made me want to bring the mustache back. You know the guy I'm talking about? I showed him to you. I love the Mexican culture and I love the Spanish language. These Spanish guys can run a mustache like no one else, don't you think? But that's not what we're talking about today. I just wanted, I feel like I need to justify the mustache. What do you think about the SRAM? Because you had Shimano your whole life and you just got on SRAM recently.
Yeah, I really, really like it actually. It's smooth and easy to use. And
How do you put it nicely? You're like the least technical person. Mm-hmm. Like you can use a computer almost. Right? I'm not trying to make fun, but like I'm just trying to show.
I come to him for like every single thing to do with technology. I don't even try. I don't even look up how to do it. I'm just like, please do this because I find it completely frustrating.
And I'm the opposite.
And same with even shifting. Like I've been riding a bike for 8 years, 10 years maybe, and I still have to think about it. Okay, which one goes up, which one goes down, da da da. Yeah, it's so irritating.
And which one's easier, which one's hard. Yeah. So like you don't understand, like when someone says put it
It's just not intuitive for me. I don't.
Yeah. So going to SRAM, you found it more intuitive.
Yeah.
What about big ring, little ring?
Yeah, so easy.
Just press them together.
Yeah.
And you look down to know whether you're in big ring or little ring. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Okay. So you like the shifting with the paddles much better.
I think so, yeah.
Now, what about the shifting performance?
Yeah, it's really good. I haven't had any trouble.
In the back?
No.
You've had it come off the front.
I've had it slip a couple times, but honestly, maybe twice.
Yeah. Where it pops off outside. It comes out out towards your pedals.
Yeah.
Here's like my take on pairing the 2 group sets. In the rear, it shifts slower, but it's more precise. And what I mean by that, have you ever been on the Shimano and it kind of sometimes it's not as consistent in shifting. It might jump or it might drop. It might skip a gear and then pop back. That never happens on the SRAM. In the back, it just shifts into the gear, and it's never like a quick jump, or it's slower, but it's much more precise. That's one thing I like about it. I don't like that it's slower. I like that it's faster on the Shimano. I like Shimano better, obviously, but that's one thing I do notice about the SRAM. The other thing I like better about the SRAM is the gearing. You have a wider range of gearing, and I had a 1033 on the back, and that's what she has, 1033, and a 3750. And it's great. It's great gearing. I haven't tried Shimano's new gearing with the 5440 and the 1134. I'm going to try that soon. So who knows? We'll see what that's like compared to it. But from the gearing that I've tried, I definitely like the SRAM gearing better. They say that it causes more friction. You lose some watts on that 10-tooth cog. I couldn't tell, obviously. The real problem with SRAM, in my opinion, is the front derailleur. I think if they had a solid front derailleur that trimmed as like, see the difference between SRAM and Shimano, the big difference is when you go through the gears in the back of the cassette, on Shimano, the front derailleur trims, right? So it moves over a little bit, where SRAM doesn't do that. And I think that's part of the reason why it sometimes kicks the chain off either inside or outside. In my opinion, I think if SRAM could figure out the front derailleur where it was like, and now if you compare this, if you can compare Red AXS to 9270's front derailleur, it's not even in the same world. Like the front derailleur on the new Shimano stuff is unreal. But I think the SRAM AXS rear derailleur, even though it shifts slower, I think it's more precise, but it doesn't feel as good as the Shimano, because the Shimano, you can, with this new 9270, you can really feel it slip in and out of gears. It's unbelievable. Like you can be in a full sprint and it'll just slide right into whichever gear, up or down. There are some positives out of SRAM. It's not.
I found the SRAM in the testing more responsive.
What do you mean?
Like when we were testing the front derailleur. I think
though that was because on your side, because you could see it. You couldn't see the
no, but I could feel it, like in my hands. I could feel what was happening, and it just seemed.
Yeah, but you don't want that.
Oh.
Right, because if you're pedaling and you can feel the SRAM one and you can't feel the Shimano, that means it's better the Shimano if you can't feel it. Oh. But there's a big but here. I mean, there's a tire on your bike and there's no tire on my bike, so that could have had something to do with it. Because I'm waiting. I got the new GP 5000S's coming. I'm going to put them on. Anyway, so that's my takeaway from it. The main premise of this video was to show you the slow motion footage. But what I'm most shocked about, like, it looked pretty close, is Shimano did not look that much faster. I'm sure it was slightly, but they're both 12 speed. They look like they went up and down the cassette nearly at the same speed. Shimano only looked a little bit faster, but I thought it was going to look way faster. And to me, it looked close.
But again, it's not under load.
Exactly. That's where you really feel it. But I mean, if SRAM could figure out the front derailleur, I think it would be just as good as Shimano. And if they had the buttons, I really like the buttons on the top of the hood. But you don't. That doesn't really matter to you. No.
It's too much to think about.
I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned. Please subscribe, because we got the biggest giveaway, our 5,000 subscriber giveaway. Biggest giveaway. I got tons of stuff here. Let me show you. Sneak peek. We got this. We got this. My wife's cookbook. This. Hit the subscribe button so you're notified about this giveaway. It's something I'm really happy about. I'm really proud of. So hit that button. I think I've said that too many times. Please like. Please comment. I read all my comments. I'll see you on the next video. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.